Hi, beautiful soul. This is Hanneke from Twin Soul Alchemy. Welcome to this channel on Blossoming on the Twin Flame Journey. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the divine feminine and the distorted feminine. I actually want to make this recording because I just watched a video from Regida Shaman. I'm sure a lot of you follow her channel as well because she is a powerhouse. She's a really great example, to me at least, of the power of the divine feminine. And I love her content. I love what she talks about. And she's very inspirational. And she talks about how the divine masculine will choose the divine feminine when she's in truth, that he will know the difference between the distorted feminine and the divine feminine. But there's something that I would like to share with you that came up for me when I was listening to that latest video. When she was talking about the behavior of the distorted feminine, I thought, oh my God, I've done that behavior as well. I've been in that energy as well. The behavior of the distorted feminine, changing yourself to have the masculine return to you, not staying true to yourself. And you could call that manipulation. In fact, my DM called it manipulation. It hurt a lot when he said that to me. And this manipulation comes in very sneaky ways. We make ourselves smaller than our masculine if we feel a victim of the connection or of his actions. Or we make ourselves bigger if we judge them, and we often don't see it because it's some sort of pattern that we're not aware of yet. It's part of our shadow. And once it becomes conscious, once our masculine shows us the pattern in the mirror that they are, we can start to make different decisions. But there is a step that comes before that. And that step is feeling love and compassion for that part of us, embracing our distorted feminine energy. And I kind of missed that in the videos of Regida. And she might be so past all of that, all of that healing. But I find it very important to let you know that it's not something that you can skip. We need to balance the light and the dark within us. We need to accept and embrace our shadows before we can make another decision, before we can grow, before we can ascend. We can call this healing, but is it actually healing, or is it just acceptance and growth through embracing that part of ourselves? It is only through completely loving our own distorted feminine energy that we can rise into the divine feminine energy that we are. This way, we can feel that love and compassion for ourselves and the distorted feminine energy around us, because that's also just a mirror. Being confronted with our own shadow might trigger a lot of shame. And yes, it can be helpful to realize that what the outer reality is showing us is just a mirror and it doesn't really matter what is happening outside of us. That can help, but it's also important to be honest with yourself. Do not use that concept from the place of the ego to run away from your shadow. When we see that what is outside of us is also happening inside of us, and we embrace and love it from a higher aspect of ourselves, from our higher selves, from the observer within us, we can restore our balance. And it is only from that place that we can open our hearts for ourselves. And that means that we can approach our masculine with an open heart. But only from that place. It is from true self-acceptance that we step into our divine feminine power. And part of that power is that great capacity for love and compassion and connection. The divine feminine is such a beautiful, magnetic, loving force. It just oozes openness and connection. And yes, that can feel very vulnerable, but it's also very powerful in its beauty to just be. The power of the divine feminine is in the constant open invitation to the divine masculine to join her. She knows that he is always around, and she trusts that whatever is doing is for the highest good of all. And she focuses on herself, staying in her truth, and serving the collective in her way. She's in a state of surrender because she trusts in life and in the masculine. And she just follows her joy, follows the waves of momentum that appear in her life. Can you feel it, that that's you? Can you feel that you are the divine feminine? Can you feel that goddess within you? And can you feel that love and acceptance for the distorted energy that exists? It's nothing to push away, to ignore, to suppress. It's okay. It's okay if it comes up. It's okay, it just wants to be seen. Just let it pass away. It's part of the human experience. And it's unfortunate that we've experienced so many years of our lives not knowing how to embrace emotions like shame and guilt, pushing away parts of ourselves. But as we move along our twin flame journey, we balance out our masculine and feminine energy. And the more we balance them, the more we get to embody our own polarity. And so, yes, it is our inner masculine that is providing for us the structure, the strength to hold, the presence to observe. And it is the feminine energy that allows the vulnerability, that offers the reflection, that surrenders, and that can be compassionate. Our children offer us often ways of healing as well. My daughter the other day had an incident at school, and she felt very ashamed to go back. She said to me, "I'm never going back to school. I want to change schools." And it's of course because it was for her too hard to see her own shadow, to be confronted with her own shadow. And I wanted to solve it for her, but of course I can't solve it for her. But what I did was I just stayed present with her. And I told her how amazing she is and that I understood that she felt ashamed, but that everybody does things that in hindsight, they're not the best actions to take, but it's a learning process. And I held her when she was crying in shame. She feels a lot better now, and the whole thing just blew over, luckily. But I'm sharing this with you to let you know it's okay. It's okay if you realize that you've been running away from your shadow, and it's okay to feel shame. And it's okay if it's coming back again and again and again. It happens. Our journey is not linear. It's cyclical in nature. And yes, we're going upwards, we're ascending, but the same energy is coming back again and again and again. And it's asking us, how are you going to handle it this time? If you're in a situation where your masculine is pushing you away, then know that that is a sign that you are still pushing yourself away. And that is completely fine. That is completely okay. It's just an invitation to get in contact with that part of you that you are pushing away. Use your feminine power. Use your softness, your compassion for yourself, and you will feel whole again. And it's from that state of consciousness that you are in your truth. And you just know that you are the divine feminine. And you can create your life from there. Use that waves that come into you. Plant your seeds and nurture them. And just watch how everything grows full of gratitude. And yes, sometimes we do have to weed our garden. We do have to be very clear on what we allow in our garden and what we're not allowing. It's from our truth that we feel what resonates and what doesn't. And that's what we eradicate. But it's very, very important to distinguish between eradicating from the pain of the ego or the suppressing or pushing away, and eradicating from your higher standard as a divine feminine. And I don't know about you, but I still struggle with that. We need a solid inner masculine to feel our boundaries from love, from discernment. Can you connect with that inner masculine? That masculine that is protecting you from love, that is being stern, strict from love? Can you feel the love between that beautiful inner masculine and that amazing feminine within yourself? Can you feel the love between those two? That's where I'll close off. It was that little sprinkle of compassion that I wanted to share with you today. That sprinkle of compassion that I needed. Maybe you did as well. I hope you're doing great, and I'm sending you a lot of love and light. Bye.